even though I'm not the biggest fan of Judge Judy, I do give Judge Judy her props when it comes to like sniffing out the bull in cases. You know what I mean? She's not gonna sit there and just let you give her the run around and like just try to like manipulate her. She gonna get right down to the, she's older, so she gonna get right down to the facts, black and white, blah 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 blah, and she's just gonna let you know how it is. So with that being said, this is Judge Judy sees right through God's stupidity. So I wonder what this case is about. Probably about something petty. But with no further ado, let's get into the video.
I started going around asking people if they could move their vehicles so I could get my Jeep out. And essentially everybody was drinking, having a good time, didn't want to move. So I went up to Sam and asked her, can you get people to move? I don't know anybody here. She was too busy drinking, having a good time, which I don't blame her, but she was partying.
I know you rehearsed this a lot in front of a mirror.
Yeah.
It does sound rehearsed. I was literally just thinking like, what is he talking about? Like, what is this about? But wow, it did sound rehearsed though.
But she was partying.
I know you rehearsed this a lot in front of a mirror.
Yeah.
I know you did. I can tell. You rehearsed this story at least 2-3 hours in front of a mirror. I'd like you to give it to me without the rehearsed in front of a mirror approach. Right. I want you to try.
All right. I'll put it that way. We're all hanging out, having a good time. We were. Essentially, I did want to get out of there because I did have work. At the end of the day, nobody wanted to stop partying, which I don't blame them. I'm the only one that had work the next day.
Listen to me. You see, when you...
Bro, she wants black and white. What happened? You did what? To who? When? Where? Why? That's all she wants to know. You talking about, well, I don't blame her. She don't want to hear that. Like, I get where she's coming from. Like, I don't want to... I don't know what it is. It's like when people get older, it's just like they just it's like they don't have time for nonsense. They don't have time for the explanation. Okay, they have time for the explanation, but they don't have time for, you know what I'm saying, the extra. Cause he talking to her like he telling the story to his homeboy. She don't want to hear all that extra stuff. What happened? When? Where? Why?
Partying, which I don't blame them. I'm the only one that had work the next day.
Listen to me. You see, when you practice in front of a mirror and you want to talk too much, you always step on your tie.
Yeah.
Because 2 minutes ago you told me you didn't know anybody there, really. And then you just told me that you were the only one there who had to get up to go to work the next day. How?
Whoa. I didn't even catch that. Wow. See? Active listening. Wow. I didn't even catch that. I didn't even hear that. That's why I'm not a judge. That's why I guess she's so legendary, because she caught that. She picked that up instantly. I didn't even hear that.
Would you know that nobody had to get up to go to work the next day unless you knew who they were?
Well, I'm assuming if you're drinking and partying at 9, 10 o'clock, I'm assuming you don't have work.
I don't know. I was out last night for dinner. I was drinking at 9 o'clock, and I was here at 7 o'clock.
Hey, maybe I just can't keep up with you. Maybe that's the problem. But I can't do that.
I want to explain something to you. This is my program, not yours. Nobody cares. This is not an audition for you. Nobody's going to come and put you on America's Got Talent. Do you understand?
Yep.
So let's try to keep it straight. Do you understand?
Yep.
Yes is the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
So your Jeep was parked and being blocked by other cars, and?
Nobody wanted to move.
No, you just told me a moment ago you didn't know who anybody was. So you asked Samantha, but she was too busy drinking and partying. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you have a motorcycle license?
I do not.
Do you need a motorcycle license to drive a motorcycle?
Yes.
This man right here. Bro, at this point, you might as well just... Can you plead the fifth in court? You're digging yourself into a hole. You're driving a motorcycle without a motorcycle license. You're in court. I don't know if he even has a case. I don't know what's going on, but it's just like you're all over the place. You done already caught you in a lie. I just told you, Judge, I'm guilty. It's not in your favor already, bro. You done already lost.
I do not.
Do you need a motorcycle license to drive a motorcycle?
Yes.
Of course you do. So what were you doing taking her motorcycle and driving on the road when you're not supposed to be driving on a road?
Well, that was my only way to get home. It was a 40-degree night. I didn't want to be on the bike in the first place.
You live in New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Yes, is the answer.
Yes.
Where in New Hampshire?
Concord.
That's a big city. Concord, New Hampshire is a big city.
Okay.
They have Uber there?
Yes.
Of course they do. That's
Wait. I'm piecing it together. But I pray, I hope, and I pray that this case is not that he's saying that his car was blocked in. He had to find a way to get home, so he took her motorcycle. I hope and I pray that that is not the case, because that's I would even go to court, like, if I was him. What are you thinking about, sir? Like, what? You have no case. You're guilty. You're guilty. If that's the case, let's keep going. If that's the case.
Hampshire is a big city.
Okay.
They have Uber there?
Yes.
Of course they do. That's how you get home. You don't go taking a vehicle, which you are prohibited by state law from driving without a license.
But I thought at the time it was the best thing to do. I was worried about getting home.
Maybe you weren't thinking. So the best way for you to get home was to break the law. This is somebody who has a state job that you had to get to. So the best way for you to get home was to break the law.
Yes.
Great. So much for your judgment. And what happened when you were driving this motorcycle for which you were not trained and not licensed?
Well, I have previous experience on dirt bikes, and I have driven bikes.
That you're untrained and unlicensed. Out of that, the main part is unlicensed. You're unlicensed. You're not by law supposed to be driving a motorcycle on the road. And the one part you decided to harp on was untrained. Well, I rode dirt bikes. That's cool, sir. That's great. That's perfect. Do you have a license for it? You're still not supposed to be driving it. I knew the case was going to be stupid by the title, but I didn't think it. I mean, I have dirt bikes. Great, sir, but do you have a license? Genius.
Trained and not licensed.
Well, I have previous experience on dirt bikes, and I have driven bikes on the road before.
Just a second. Are you trying to tell me that you've broken the law before? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not. I'm not. Either way, I know I can operate a bike safely. I know that. But anyways, what happened is
Not anyways.
Sorry. Essentially, what happened was I got out on the highway. At that point, I realized the bike started shaking, which I didn't really know as much damage on the bike before because it was dark out, clearly. And I realized the bike was shaking. I got it to my house. It's only 15 minutes away from hers. And once I got to the house, I realized the bike was already damaged. I never took a look at it. Like I said, I wasn't thinking straight. My judgment may have been impaired. I was thinking about getting to the house and getting to bed. So I realized I sent her a text saying the bike was messed up.
What I'm doing is crossing out your counterclaim.
I gotta watch this full episode because this is wild. So you're telling me that you're at a party, you decide to take the girl's motorcycle that's already damaged, and then you claim that she told you to take it, but if she told you to take it, she probably would have told you that it's damaged if she told you to take it. So, yeah. So you need to go ahead and get up. This is stupid.
What I'm doing is crossing out your counterclaim. Which is stupid. That is ridiculous as deciding to break the law on more than one occasion because you didn't want to call an Uber.
I admit that was bad judgment.
Yes.
I'm just so happy I'm not a judge. Because stuff like this, now I see why Judge Judy snaps and gets the way she is, because she's dealt with too many stupid. Why are my headphones still on? She's dealt with too many stupid cases. She's had to. Because I feel like, yeah, she's gonna get some serious cases, But at the same time, she's also on TV, so they gonna let the stupid ones filter through. You know what I mean? They gonna let them because they need the ratings and things like that. So the people won't want to get a good laughing. They gonna let the stupid ones get through, and it's like this man decided to steal his friend motorcycle instead of calling Uber, calling a friend to come get him. 15 minutes away drive. It was what 9 o'clock. You could have walked home. So many options. But anyway, that's gonna be it for my reaction. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with you guys next time. I'm out.